After a ton of leaks and rumors, Realme has finally launched their Realme smartwatch. So in this video, let's unbox it and take a look at what this affordable smartwatch has to offer. Hey guys, Omar here from C4eTech, and if you do end up enjoying this video, then please subscribe and turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon. Let's now get started. The Realme Watch comes in a box that kind of resembles the Apple Watch. Of course, it's in traditional Realme yellow instead of the Apple white. Up front, we have a picture of the watch. There's some branding here and to the sides as well. The back shows of the charger along with some of the spec highlights. We have the Realme Watch in black, the only color that's going to be available for now. And the MRP on the box says $6,999. Slicing through the plastic, opening up the lid. Inside, we are greeted by the Realme Watch. Let's pick it up. Peel off the protective screen cover, and wow, first impressions, this is really light. Anyway, let's put that aside and see what else we got inside the box. So we have this nice color print user manual, and the last thing inside the box is this charging cradle with the pogo pins on it. Okay, so now coming back to the watch itself, the one that we saw on the renders and the one that we have on our hands now, they are very different. The biggest one is that the huge Realme logo on the bottom bezel of the renders. Well, here in the real life product, under most lighting conditions, it appears to be just black. We'd have to tilt the watch at a certain angle, and only then does the Realme branding become visible. And even then, it's very subtle. So that's one thing I like. Other than that, here's a closer look at the watch face. There's some chunky bezels surrounding it, but that's kind of expected considering it's a budget smartwatch. Next up, we have the display itself. This is a 1.4-inch TFT touch display, and again, for the price, this is one of the bigger displays that we get on a budget wearable. Here it is in comparison to a Mi Band 4. Much bigger, more real estate, and the colors on this are great. Of course, the Mi Band 4 has an OLED panel, but for an LCD display, I'm impressed with the one on the Realme Watch. Now, Realme's first wearable, the Realme Band, had one fatal flaw: outdoor visibility. The display was bright enough to be used indoors, but out in the sun, it was very difficult to read. Well, that's been fixed here. The Realme Watch can get really bright, and what's more, this time around we can control the brightness right from the watch itself. At even 90%, I was able to see the screen outdoors quite clearly. In fact, for general indoors use, I kept the brightness at around 40%. Swiping over from the left of the home screen gives us this quick brightness toggle, so we don't have to go digging inside the settings menu every time. Overall, I really like the thought that Realme has put into designing their custom user interface here. Yes, this is not Android Wear, but Realme's custom watch UI. But we'll get more into that once we complete the physical rundown. So we have a completely plastic build in here, weighing in at just 31 grams. We have a yellow accented button to the right. The bottom holds the Godex heart rate sensor, one of the most accurate ones out there. And here we also have the pogo pins for charging. The band itself, well, I don't really like the design. The fit and finish and comfort of the material is fine. Heck, we even have IP68 dust and water resistance. So this watch is perfect for the outdoors, or wearing at a gym, or even for swimming, as long as the depth doesn't cross 1.5 meters. The only issue I have with the band is how the rest of the strap goes in and under this hole. It's a bit tricky to feed the band under here, and I spent a few minutes fiddling around with it every time I had to wear the watch on my wrist. The good news is that Realme did tell us that we would be getting one more band design, so classic and fashion. And there would be 4 color options: blue, red, green, and the black that we have right here. The band is also easily user replaceable with any 20mm strap, so that's pretty cool. In terms of software customizability, we have a bunch of home screens to choose from, with the promise of at least 100 other home screens coming soon via an OTA update. But to be honest, I quite like the default home screen here. It manages to give a lot of information without making the display too cluttered. Unlike the Mi Band 4 though, there's no support for user-submitted watch faces at this point. As far as features go, well, it does all the basics of what we expect from a smartwatch, or rather a smart band. There's various sorts of workouts that we can choose from, and generally the interface feels pretty smooth and responsive. There's no infinite scrolling for this menu, but we can press the side button at any time to return. We can also press the same button on the home screen to switch the display off or on. Of course, there's a race to wake, and that works well too. Other than that, we can check out the notification from various apps. Notification access is controlled by the Realme Link app on our smartphone. See what the weather is like, turn on meditate function, use the watch to find our phone, control music, and even use the watch as a remote shutter button. Now, as a fitness tracker, the Realme Watch comes with 14 different fitness tracking, including yoga and cricket. We also have a 24/7 heart rate monitoring, and we can also monitor our blood oxygen levels. The watch can keep our exercise record up to 7 days. As far as battery life goes, well, the company claims that the battery inside the watch can last up to 7 days with continuous heart rate monitoring and 9 with the heart rate monitoring switched off. That's actually pretty good for a smartwatch. Obviously, we can't compare it to something like a Mi Band 4 since much smaller screen means less battery life consumption. As far as the charging process goes, well, it's as easy as plonking it down on the included charger. The magnets take hold and you're off to the races. One thing that I did notice here is that you can't see the time as you charge your watch. That seems like a pretty obvious design oversight. On the connectivity front, we have Bluetooth 5.0, no Wi-Fi or onboard GPS. And the accelerometer that's included in here, well, initial impressions, it's not that accurate either. I'd been walking around and then sat down for 5 minutes and suddenly the half-hour no movement alert came up. So that was kind of surprising. Anyway, leading up to a full review, we will test out the software here even more. Also, are you guys interested in a dedicated video detailing all the software features of the Realme Watch? Let us know via the comments below. So now that we have taken a look at the Realme Watch, gone through all the features, let's come down to the most important question. How much is it gonna cost? Realme has priced it at just 3,999 rupees, and I have to say, for that price, it's a very tempting buy. If you're looking for a smartwatch and a fitness tracker rolled into one affordable package, then the Realme Watch gets my recommendation. But that's just my thoughts. Now I want to know yours. Do you like the Realme Watch? Or would you rather have a smaller screen, skimp out on some features like let's say the Mi Band 4 and end up saving almost 1700 rupees in the process? Do let us know via the comments below. As always, if you did end up liking this video, then please like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon if you haven't yet. Thanks a lot for watching till the end, guys. Have a good one. Cheers.